Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Thanks for tuning in once again. For everyone who hasn't formally met my better half, this is Annalisa. She's finally agreed to say hello, and we thought we'd have a bit of fun with this next upload. So we've been watching, what have we been watching? We've been watching like videos of different pronunciation types. So we thought it would be interesting and fun to have a go ourselves and discuss the differences between Filipino English and Australian English. So yeah, let's give it a go and see how it turns out, I guess. Hey,
Think so.
yeah, okay, so you say the word,
Yeah.
and I'll say it the Australian way, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's do it.
Should I?
Yeah.
Okay, first word is water.
Water. Yeah, water.
CR.
Toilet, bathroom, dunny,
Okay. Underwear.
undies. Yeah, undies.
Slipper.
Slipper. Okay, so we have different. Okay, so slipper in Australia. Well, we do have slippers
Yeah.
for indoors. They're like comfy and soft. And then we have what we call slides or thongs, or slappers, even, or pluggers. Right, that would be the Australian equivalent. So I think we've got a lot more words available for slippers here.
We call it one.
Slippers more like indoor, where thongs and pluggers and all the others are more outdoor. Slipper is all the same in the Philippines, right? Don't know any other words. I thought you had a list.
This one.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. So breakfast, brekkie, for short.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty similar, I think.
Friend.
Usually it's mate.
Yeah.
G'day mate, or buddy. Hey bud, hey buddy. Yeah.
Swimwear.
Swimwear. So we would say cozzy or togs. Yeah. So cozzies or togs. Sometimes we might say things like Speedos, which is actually a brand of swimwear, but Speedos, I think most Australians understand it to be like jock looking, undie looking like swimwear.
Oh.
So yeah, or DTs. Yeah.
Okay.
DTs, I won't elaborate what that stands for, but I'm sure that most Aussies know exactly what I'm saying. And for women, bikinis would be another word that we would use, I think. Yeah.
Elevator.
So lift. I actually think elevator is the word that we use in Australia, but lift would be acceptable as well. I think lift's more American.
Yeah.
Eyes. I don't know, but elevator, lift, either or I think would be relevant. Yeah. Yep.
Cooler.
Esky. So, did you know that the cooler is an Australian invention? So Aussies, we created the cooler, as better known as the Esky. Now, understanding as well that Esky is actually a brand of cooler. Okay,
Yeah.
but when you say Esky in Australia, it means exactly that, a cooler. But Esky, whether it's an Esky brand or not. So
Okay.
yeah, and Eskies rock, just FYI, because they're great to keep things cool, but also too they're a great seed as well. Just FYI.
Colgate.
Colgate, is that the toothpaste brand? Yeah. I think it's the same. No,
No,
Colgate.
how do you pronounce it? Like
Colgate.
Australian
Yeah.
slang.
Colgate. Oh, there's no slang word for Colgate. Toothpaste. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Next one.
Okay. Next one will be First floor. Just, we always argue with this.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. And this is one thing I had to learn very quickly in the Philippines. So you turn up to your apartment condo building, and you're selecting the floor that that you live on, right? And so in Australia, right, we consider the ground floor. So the level that's on the ground level, ground floor. That's what we call it, ground floor. And then level 1 would be the next level up. In the Philippines, the ground floor is referred to as level 1. So as you can imagine, I'm in this foreign country and I'm indicating to the person who's in control of the lift, because they have lift people in some buildings, and you say, oh, I'm on the first floor, and they look at you like, sir, you're already on the first floor. And you're like, no, we're on the ground floor, I'm on level 1. And then you have this back and forth until they realise that you mean level 2 in the Philippines. So, the differences are, I believe basement levels are the same when you start going underground.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, the top level, ground floor in Australia is ground floor, and ground floor in the Philippines is referred to as the first floor, or level 1. Plus 2, we'll say levels, where usually in the Philippines they'll say floor. That's about right, hey?
Yeah. Mall.
Mall. Okay, so that's very much an American Filipino thing. We call them shopping centres here. The shops, or we might actually just call the shopping centre the name of what it's called. So, for example, our local one here in Brisbane used to be Chermside. So, Westfield Chermside. So we would say, oh, we're just going to Chermside.
Let's go in the mall.
Yeah, when you say go to the mall, I'll just say, well, we're going to go to Chermside. And for us, that would mean, well, for me, that would mean we're going to go to Chermside Shopping Centre or Westfield Chermside. So, yeah, we don't refer to them as malls here. We do understand what you say when you say the mall, but that's very much a US Filipino way of describing a shopping centre. Any others on the list?
That's all.
Great. So I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
And obviously you can tell this is all unrehearsed, okay? So what has been some of the biggest challenges that you've had adjusting to life in Australia, or from the Philippines to Australia?
The Australian English, it's really slang.
Yep.
And then the culture, family,
Yeah.
community are really different.
Sure.
Yeah, it's really cold. Australian family are really cold.
Compared to in the Philippines?
Yeah, we're like Filipino are really welcoming people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm just being arte.
Well, no, look, I agree. I mean, I remember when I went to the Philippines, oh my God, like even people, obviously your family was very welcoming to me. And, it was overly welcoming. And I guess to some degree there was a little bit of expectation because, obviously you're my wife and, we love each other's family and accept each other's loved ones, right? But I think generally in the Philippines, the feeling of community was there from even strangers. People actually really are invested in the community, and they're a welcoming people. They really believe in helping each other out. And I think in Australia we do too. Like we do care about our neighbours and we do help out. But I think I think in the Philippines it's well and truly next level. I think there's a lot of things that we could learn from the Filipino culture, because there's a lot of struggles that the Filipinos face over there, but they've got some things right as well. When it comes to community, family, and things like that. And I think they're probably the things that I miss the most. Is that warm feeling of, like, I felt when I was in the Philippines, I felt like I was at home from the minute I arrived. There was never a situation where I felt out of place. And that, I think that speaks volumes in itself, you know. But yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, so hopefully though, I'll get back to the Philippines soon. As you guys are already aware from my last update, we're still working out what our future looks like here in Australia. But you know, we're kind of hoping that you know, that we get some clarity around that soon, and hopefully some provision as well to make whatever the whatever plans for happen. But yeah, we'd definitely we'd definitely be happy with either decision.
Moving to the
point.
Philippines.
Yeah, like I'm not against the idea. I think the idea of it's really exciting, so I loved it over there. But there's also that practicality as well, that real consideration of how can we actually survive over there financially, because I think that, well, obviously, you know, when it comes to income, there's
The
a lot,
salary difference.
very low, you know, like a lot lower, and the quality of life there, as in order to have any sort of half quality of life, it's expensive, you know, and we hear things like it's cheaper to live in the Philippines, and in some respects, I think it is.
Yeah, it's more expensive here.
Yeah, but I still think that it's expensive to live in the Philippines. Like lots of things are equally expensive, if not more expensive, you know, and especially too when you look at the income, the average income in that country, it really doesn't really fall in line with actual cost of living over there, or any quality cost of living, you know. So yeah, but look, these things will work out when they're supposed to, I guess. But we're very much we're looking forward to the next season, whatever that may be. Also too, Annalise is leaving me again. So as part of Annalise's visa conditions at the moment, she's had to exit Australia every 3 months for a month at a time. But this one's going to be an extra long trip, just because of just the way things have fallen for us logistically and financially. So I'm going to be here for 2 months by myself. But you know, like it is what it is. Hopefully this will be the last involuntary trip that Annalise will have to do. You know, hopefully we'll have a resolve around the visa, you know, in time for the next exit requirement. Failing that, if we don't have that resolved, then unfortunately it'll be a situation where Annalisa may not be able to come back for at least another 6 months, because again, the visas here are, when it comes to your tourist visas, they're quite limited. So, which is understandable, but it doesn't make it any easier for us. Yeah, but make sure the hair's right. Anyway, just want to say, look, thank you very much again for tuning in. It was we know that our content's been a little bit limited of late. We're just trying to work out how everything falls and trying to work out what people like to watch. But we do really appreciate all the people who are watching and liking our videos. It really does make a difference. And look, God knows, I mean, maybe you know, if it's part of the plan that we're able to monetize this channel, maybe it may help provide some clarity around ways that if we were to move abroad back to the Philippines, that this could be one of the revenue streams that maybe we could have to rely upon, you know. But you know, we do this because we enjoy doing it, nothing more. Yeah, Annalise is more like just supporting me in this. But you know, I'm really grateful that she's making more of an effort this time around. This is actually her idea, guys, because I had no idea what to do. Yeah, it was, but you know, she's great. I very much love her. She's my better half for sure. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop blah 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 there. Otherwise, she's going to get all too shy and tell me to delete the video, probably. So anyway, look, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Please, if you are enjoying the content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really does help And outside of that, we will say goodbye for now. Hopefully we'll be able to get another video up in time for Christmas, but if not, we do genuinely wish you a Merry Christmas and an amazing 2023. All right, thank you and goodbye for now. See you later. Bye.